Meet Emmanuel Macron, the charismatic president of France. He's not your usual politician. For example, did you know he used to play the piano like a pro? The most important thing you should know about his political career is that he made his political group and won the big presidential race, showing that politics can be as exciting as a speedy ride through the streets of Paris. In the year 1977, in the city of Amiens, France, a young boy named Emmanuel Macron came into the world. Little did everyone know that this cheerful lad would one day become the president of France. Let's step into the story of Emmanuel Macron. Once again, a story of determination, unexpected twists, and political ambition. Emmanuel grew up in a family that wasn't deeply involved in politics. His parents were doctors, and the world of medicine seemed like a natural path for young Macron. However, the ambitious spirit within him had different plans. As a bright student, Macron went into the world of academia. He attended the prestigious Lycée La Providence in Amiens, before moving to Paris to study philosophy at the University of Nanterre. Even in his early years, Macron showed a keen intellect and an appetite for knowledge. The young Macron's academic path took a turn when he decided to pursue a career in the public sector. After completing his studies at the National School of Administration, ENA, he joined the Inspectorate General of Finances, a government department focused on economic matters. Macron was taking steps into the realm of governance, but little did he know that his way would soon lead him to a political career. An important chapter in Macron's history was revealed when he joined the team of François Hollande, who would later become the president of France. Macron served as Hollande's deputy chief of staff, gaining valuable experience in French politics. However, Macron's journey took a twist when he decided to venture into the private sector. In 2008, he became an investment banker at Rothschild & C Bank. This move surprised people, a budding politician choosing a finance career over the traditional political ladder. The years in the private sector proved fruitful for Macron, both professionally and personally. During this time, he married Brigitte Trogneux, his former high school teacher. Their relationship, initially raising eyebrows due to the age difference, would later become a unique part of Macron's narrative. In 2012, Macron returned to the public sphere as François Hollande's economic advisor. His influence grew, and he played a key role in making economic policies. However, Macron's restless spirit was not satisfied with behind-the-scenes roles. The desire to bring about change on a larger scale began to brew within him. The turning point in Macron's story started in 2014 when he was appointed as the Minister of the Economy, Industry and Digital Affairs under Prime Minister Manuel Valls. This was a crucial moment that moved him to the forefront of French politics. Macron, a relative newcomer, was now entrusted with overseeing the economic policies of the nation. Macron's approach to economic reforms was bold and garnered attention. He advocated for pro-business measures and labor market reforms, drawing both support and criticism. The political landscape was abuzz with discussions about this young minister who seemed to challenge the status quo. In 2016, Macron took a step that would change French politics. Breaking away from the traditional political structure, he founded the political movement En Marche, On the Move. This movement aimed to bridge the gap between traditional left and right-wing ideologies, positioning itself as a centrist force for change. The decision to create his political movement was met with skepticism. Many wondered if a political outsider like Macron could truly make a mark in a system dominated by established parties. However, Macron's charisma, vision, and a knack for connecting with people began to change the narrative. As the 2017 presidential elections approached, Macron's En Marche, the movement, gained momentum. The campaign was a rollercoaster ride filled with challenges and unexpected twists. Macron faced tough competition from established political figures, including Marine Le Pen, the leader of the far-right National Front. The showdown in the 2017 French presidential election saw Macron going head-to-head with Le Pen in a televised debate. The nation watched as the two contenders presented their visions for the future of France. Macron's calm demeanor and articulate communication style resonated with many voters. Be the first to know about our upcoming content. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now let's get back to Macron. On May 7, 2017, Emmanuel Macron emerged victorious in the presidential election, securing 66.1% of the vote. At 39 years old, he became the youngest president in French history. The victory marked the culmination of Macron's unconventional story, from a young boy in Amiens to the leader of a nation. Macron's presidency has been noted as a mix of challenges and achievements. His leadership style, often described as pragmatic and centrist, claims to bridge the gaps in a politically divided France. Macron has tackled issues ranging from labor reforms to climate change, each decision sparking debates and discussions across the nation. From a background in philosophy to a career in finance, and finally to the highest level of French politics, Macron's story is one of resilience, adaptability, and a willingness to challenge the norms. As we reflect on Macron's narrative, we see a leader who defied expectations, creating his path rather than conforming to established norms. His presidency continues to shape the trajectory of France, and the tale of Emmanuel Macron inspires those who dare to venture beyond the conventional in the pursuit of change. Emmanuel Macron does a lot to help the European Union, EU. As the president of France, he works hard to make the EU stronger. Macron talks with leaders from other European countries and tries to find solutions for common problems. He thinks it's important for countries in the EU to stick together and help each other out. One interesting thing Macron did was to suggest some changes to how the EU works. He wants the countries to work more closely, especially on things like finance and the environment. Macron believes that if they team up, they can handle challenges smoothly. So he's pushing for the EU to have more shared rules and plans. In meetings with other EU leaders, Macron tries to convince them to agree on these ideas. He's like a spokesperson for making the EU a stronger and more united group. Overall, Macron is actively involved in the EU, working to bring countries together and make the Union more effective in dealing with important issues. One big change Macron brings is his strong support for Europe. While previous leaders struggled with balancing France's interests and being part of the European Union, Macron openly champions a united Europe, seeing it as crucial for facing global challenges. Macron also stands out for his approach to fixing the economy. Unlike leaders before him, who were hesitant to change labor laws, Macron boldly went for reforms to make the economy stronger and more competitive. This has enforced both support and opposition, but shows a departure from the usual way of doing things. Macron cares about social issues and the environment. His policies on climate change and commitment to fairness show a difference from past leaders who were not as active in these areas. To sum up, Emmanuel Macron's presidency is bringing a new time to French politics. His young age, support for Europe, and bold economic changes set him apart from past leaders, showing a new direction for the country. Emmanuel Macron's path from studying philosophy to becoming France's president is an interesting journey with unexpected turns. He took a different route by working in finance before entering politics. Macron's leadership style, seen as centrist and practical, has had an impact. Whether addressing economic issues or global challenges, Macron illustrates that leadership involves exploring new approaches. His story highlights the various experiences in leadership, acknowledging both positives and challenges on the way to shaping a different future. Join the conversation and share your insights about Macron's leadership. We want to hear your perspective on Emmanuel Macron's role in global politics. Your thoughts matter to us, so please drop them in the comments below.